Let's break it down with Hand of the Week.
We're back with another Hand of the Week with Patrick. How's it going?
I am pretty good, my friend. And yourself?
Well, I am
The loaded question.
in Chicago, living the dream, man.
I love it. I mean, when you're on the road, this is what we call dedication, everyone. I mean, this is my man is in a car in the windy city. It can't even be outside because it's so windy, and we're just plugging along. I love it.
I mean, I can't say enough how much I love what I do. So
Very cool. Well, what do we got hand of the week this week? What are we working with?
well, Eric Cortez sent this in to us, and he's playing in a daily tournament. There are 6 players left. 8 places got paid, so he's already in the money. At this point, someone suggested a chop, so they wanted to split, and he was the only one that did not agree. So, so he apparently he saw that he had an advantage, so decided to not chop. He says already the table is pretty annoyed at me.
You have become that guy, and you know what?
Yeah,
that's okay sometimes.
Blinds are 7,000, 14,000 with a 14,000 big blind ante.
Okay.
We are in the big blind and are the chip leader with somewhere around 1 million in chips.
Okay.
The small blind open raises to 42,000, so 3 times the big blind. And we have the ace of diamond, 8 of diamond.
Ooh, baby. All right, 42,000. You're not going to like this. You're not going to like it. I already know it. Actually, you know what? That's not true. I mean, I think I was going to say call, but the more that my gut is telling me, I'm probably going. I mean, I like ace 8. I like it suited. We're in the big blinds. I'm probably going to 100.
Yeah, I like that. I like that bet.
Yeah.
It's small blind versus big blind, so we're definitely not folding, right?
Right, yep. You're not folding. The call doesn't really work there. It doesn't suit you with the hand you're holding. So, yep.
Yeah, you actually, and that is probably the perfect amount. I was thinking 100,000. And then if they 4-bet us, if they come a little bit more, then we can still fold. We can still get away from the hand.
Yeah, very true. I doubt they would. You never know. I mean, we don't know a whole lot just yet, but I mean, even if they do, then yeah, you have your out if you need to.
Yeah. Well, Eric says it's a pretty standard open raise, so he just calls.
Okay. Which was my first cut, but
yeah, I think the fact that it's a standard raise is more of a reason to raise, but I can see it's fine. A call's not terrible. The pot is 84,000. The flop is Queen of Diamonds, 8 of Hearts, Queen of Clubs, and the small blind checks to us. So basically, we've got 2 pair.
Got 2 pair. Have to go runner for the diamonds.
Right.
Well, playing it. Let me put it this way: playing Eric's hand, where he just called, and a check is to us here. You're still not trying to say anything necessarily. So I could see. I mean, I could see a check as well and see a free card. But if you're going to try to, that's where my gut's leaning towards as far as playing Eric's hand. If we were playing what I was going to say, or throwing 100, then I'm definitely betting there. Maybe a half pot or something. Right. But because Eric just called on the pre-flop, I don't see any reason why a check isn't bad here. So that's what I'm going with.
I think you're saying the same things. This is 2 streets in a row. We're saying same thing.
Oh boy, I'm feeling it
today. So yeah, I think that we do have 2 pair. We've got a good kicker. We've got the backdoor flush, right?
Yeah.
But I feel like if we bet, then we're saying, hey, look, we've got an 8.
Yep.
Because if we had a queen, I don't think we bet here. We check for deception. So, yeah, I think a check is good. And Eric says, I'm certainly not going to bet into him, so I check. So we're all on the same page now.
Same page here.
The pot is still 84,000, and the turn is the 6 of diamonds. The small blind now bets 28K.
No.
And so about quarter pot, I guess.
About a quarter pot. So here's my thought on that. He's either doing one of two things. One, he checked on the flop, hoping that we would bet because he's sitting there holding a queen or something. And it didn't work out. And now he's trying to force the issue a little bit. Like, hey, I'm going to force a little bit of a bet and see if I can start getting some value out of this because he is holding a queen, or a higher pocket pair maybe. Jacks, 10, something like that. He's got 2 pair. I don't know, but I feel like he would have bet on the flop. I don't know what to make of that. I feel like we're getting set up.
I'm the same. It's a weird bet, right? And it's either pot control in case we hit our flush.
Yeah.
Or it's him being deceptive and they've got a queen. So
yeah.
I'm not ready to let the hand go. I'm not going to fold to a quarter-size pot bet. But
yeah, I'm not
going to raise him. I guess you could make a case for raising here and seeing what they do, and you get the information that you want.
Yeah, if you raise here and they've got the queen, they're coming back over on top of you.
Right. So I guess we could make a case for that. That's not a bad way to go. My initial thought was to just call.
Yeah, a call there and you get your diamond, then all of a sudden the tides have turned and life's good again.
So we could go either way here. I don't think either one's bad. I think I'm going to go with my initial gut, which was to just call.
Yep.
The only thing I don't like about that is we don't really get a lot of more information, right?
Yeah.
So, but I'm going to go with my gut, and I'm just gonna make the call. Eric says, I wonder if he is trapping and therefore betting low, which I saw him do many times before. Then again, I figure I got 2 pair with a good kicker and 1 diamond away from a flush, so I call.
There you go.
So now the pot is 140,000, and the river is the 7 of spades.
Womp, womp, womp.
Small blind now bets full pot of 140K.
Nice pot. Have a nice day.
Yeah. You win. Congratulations.
Yep. Nice pot. Hopefully you've got a little bit of a pompous or you want to show it and we get to see it. But if not, nice hand. Nice queen.
Right. I mean, seriously, all we have at this point is a bluff catcher. This is one of those situations we've talked about on Hand of the Week before where you just can't be afraid of being bluffed. If he's bluffing, great. Good job. You got me. I'm still chip leader.
Yeah. And I want to stay chip leader, and I'm not going to waste another 100,000 to show that you didn't bluff and or prove that you did. It's a law of diminishing return there. Like it just doesn't work out either way. I mean, if you win, great. That's awesome, but it's not worth the risk. Let's put it that way.
Yeah, I agree. Eric says, I know he has something, but I can't help but feel like they are just trying to pull one over on me because I wouldn't chop. I expected a hand like king, queen, ace, queen, maybe pocket eights, which is why he checked on the flop. I figure against better judgment to call him. I still have enough in my stack, so this loss doesn't even matter that much at this point. Cards turn, and he shows queen, queen for quads. Never even thought of that possibility. Should I have seen this? And if so, should I have seen this on the turn with the trappy type bet or on the river with the pot bet?
I think from a novice point of view, that is getting well. This is my own opinion of whether the listeners think it or not. Less and less novice by the day. I think yes, absolutely. All right, if nothing else, you need to be on the lookout for it. And it sounded like Eric was. I mean, he sounded like he was already there mindset wise. So maybe it was. He added that little bit in about he was expecting this with the fact that he didn't shop. So maybe that I'm thinking that played into it a lot more than he realized in the moment, and he's realizing it now. So a little bit of that, but yeah, I think absolutely on every turn you needed to be on the lookout for it. He was, and just let it go too far. I mean, you got to think the guy he's playing with wishes he got a lot more out of it, but at least he got a little bit of value in.
Yeah, I just feel like at that point, what difference does it make if he had quads or king queen? Both of those beat you. Like, if you expected him to turn over king queen or ace queen, he beats you anyway. Like,
Yeah.
throw it away.
Yep.
I think, yeah, you definitely got in your head a little bit about the chop. And so you have to make your decision, just like in a hand. Like, you have to make your decision and be okay with it and let it go. If you decide not to chop, don't let that get into your head anymore. Play your game, period.
Yeah.
And I agree with you. I think he let that seep in there a little bit too much, and it cost him. And if you aren't careful and you do that too many times, you're left without chips at all, and they all accomplished what they were setting out to do, which is to get rid of the one person that didn't want to chop.
I hope that's not the case. I don't know if he put in there whether how he ended up finishing the tournament, but I hope that's not the case. But, and he does have a point. He's got plenty in his stack now, but if you have, let's just say what 4 or 5 more of these hands, and they happen to go this way, then you're out of chips. You went from chip leader to nothing in 5, 6 hands. So yeah, you got to be careful of that for sure. You definitely don't want to play cautious. I don't think that's what we were talking about, and even what he was thinking. I don't think that would have been playing cautious, too cautious. I think it's just playing smart at that point, and playing against what risk are we going to weigh. So he was there. He went against the decision he probably was thinking at the time, anyways, and got a little involved up, but. Live and learn on that one. Hopefully he ended up finishing better than top 6 or top 6. Hopefully he got a little bit farther in.
Yep. Hopefully he laddered. Let me know. I mean, if you won the tournament, let me know. That would be awesome to hear. So
yeah, it would be cool. Hey, listen, guys, it's not boasting at this point. Just let us know. We want to live vicariously and congratulate through it. So
exactly. Well, Eric, I appreciate you sending that in. And Patrick, I appreciate you doing this with me every week. Next week, we'll be back in some familiar surroundings and not in a car.
It's all right. We've been, when we first got going, you and I were recording together. I mean, we've been all over, so it's my pleasure. This has been a blast.
Thanks, Patrick. Talk to you later.
See ya.